What if the first great global trade hub in human history was not Rome, not Athens, not even Babylon, but a sun-baked island rising from the warm waters of the Arabian Gulf? Around 5,000 years ago, on the island we now call, there flourished a civilization so influential that its name echoed through myth and empire alike, Dilmun. To the merchants of Untold, Dilmun was more than a distant port. It was a sacred land, pure, bright, untouched by disease. In Sumerian literature, including the legendary, Dilmun appears as a paradise, sometimes described as the land of the living or the land of immortality. In myth, it was where the sun rose, where gods walked, and where heroes sought eternal life. But behind the poetry lay a very real and powerful kingdom. Between roughly 3000 and 1600 BCE, Dilmun occupied a strategic position in the Bronze Age world. Situated in present-day and parts of eastern Arabia, it controlled maritime routes, linking, and the cities of the Zuch and, imagine the scene, wooden ships with high prows cutting through turquoise waters, loaded with copper ingots from Oman, timber, ivory, pearls, dates, and precious stones. From the Indus came carnelian beads, lapis lazuli, and fine textiles. From Mesopotamia came silver, grain, and crafted goods. Dilmun stood at the center of this network, a middleman kingdom that taxed, stored, and redistributed wealth flowing between two of the world's earliest civilizations. Archaeological discoveries at Kalat al-Bahrain reveal massive city walls, administrative buildings, storage facilities, and seals bearing Mesopotamian-style inscriptions. These seals tell a story of bureaucracy and control. Dilmun was not a simple trading post. It was an organized state with rulers, scribes, and officials overseeing commerce on an international scale. One of Dilmun's greatest strengths was water. On an island surrounded by salt sea, freshwater springs bubbled up from underground aquifers, even beneath the sea itself. Ancient sailors spoke of sweet water rising in the ocean, a miraculous sight that strengthened the island's sacred reputation. This natural wonder likely helped inspire the myths of purity and immortality attached to Dilmun in Sumerian texts. But perhaps the most haunting evidence of Dilmun's power lies scattered across Bahrain's landscape. Tens of thousands of burial mounds. These are among the largest prehistoric cemeteries in the world. Some tombs are simple, but others are monumental royal burial mounds built for elite leaders. Their scale suggests a prosperous and stratified society, confident in its wealth and identity. For centuries, Mesopotamian tablets referred to Dilmun as a trusted and essential partner. Kings of and later Babylon recorded trade missions and diplomatic exchanges. Dilmun was not conquered early on, it was respected. It negotiated its place between powerful neighbors, leveraging geography into influence. Yet no kingdom is eternal. Around 1600 BCE, trade routes began to shift. Political upheavals rocked Mesopotamia. The Indus Valley civilization declined. As great powers faltered or changed, Dilmun's central role weakened. New trade centers rose elsewhere. Over time, the once thriving entrepot faded into obscurity, its harbors silenced, and its administrative halls buried by sand. For millennia, Dilmun survived only in myth, and almost legendary land scholars debated but could not fully locate. Then archaeology brought it back to life. Excavations at Qalat al-Bahrain uncovered layers of settlement spanning thousands of years, confirming that this site was the heart of ancient Dilmun. In 2005, it was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, honoring its role as one of humanity's earliest international trade capitals. Today, when we think of globalization, we imagine digital networks and cargo ships crossing oceans. But long before satellites and steel hulls, there was Dilmun, an island kingdom that connected civilizations separated by deserts and seas. It was a place where myth and commerce merged, a land called immortal, yet shaped by very human ambition. A Bronze Age crossroads that quietly laid foundations for the interconnected world we now inhabit. And beneath the sands of Bahrain, the land of immortality still whispers its story to those who listen.